Welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with Mike Bozich, and usually we shoot the show at Harris, Philadelphia, but we decided to make a little journey to Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania today, and I love taking in this beautiful, refreshing mountain air.
Yes, it's a beautiful facility, beautiful area, great backdrop for harness racing, and we've got a great show for you today.
We do. You know what? Let's get to the headlines. On today's show, we'll feature two divisions of sire stakes for our Keystone bred 2-year-old male pacers as they battled right here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania this past week. And at Harris, Philadelphia, top driver George Napolitano Jr. had a sizzling Sunday afternoon, picking up the fastest race of the day and the feature event on the card. We'll also have a chat with the mega talented voice of Pocono Racing, track announcer Jim Baviglia. These stories plus a record-setting $1 million Hambletonian coming up next on PA Harness Week.
We have got a big Saturday of harness racing coming up here at Pocono on August 16th. It is Sun Stakes Saturday, post time 2:30, over $2 million in purses. It is going to be outstanding racing as the best harness horses in the world will be over this 5/8 mile oval competing, and Heather Vitale had a chance to catch up with Rick Kane.
Rick, as the race secretary here, I know you're super psyched about Sun Stakes Saturday. Let's briefly go over the 4 big races that are on tap on that day.
Well, what we have is the Beal for 3-year-old open trotters, the Hemp for 3-year-old open pacers, and we have 2 events for fillies, the Lynch for 3-year-old pacing fillies, and the Delmonica Hanover for trotting fillies.
And I know they're really big purses, but on top of those, you've got consolations, which also are standout horses.
What it is, I incorporated the concept what we had for Super Stakes that we had at Chester, whereas we had consolations, 2 consolations for each event. This allows a lot more people to get more money in the stakes events, whereas, you know, like if you had the final event, those are the top horses, but it just allows more people to make more money, to be able to stay in the game.
Yeah, I love that concept. And again, $2 million in purses on that program. You mentioned Max Hemp, James Lynch, Earl Beal, all races named for them. Very important part of our history in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. Mr. Hemp and Mr. Lynch are both in the Hall of Fame, and Earl Beal, he was a very strong force in getting the casino licensing for the racetracks in this state.
And a very important guy in Pennsylvania racing right here as well, Rick Kane. Thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure.
Thank you again, Rick, and really looking forward to an incredible Sun Stakes Saturday. We'll actually talk a little bit more about that later. For now, though, let's check out our race of the week from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. For our race of the week from the Poconos, we're going to go to the card from Saturday, August 2nd, and it's a feature trot that they had on the program, and they're going for a purse of $17,000. And here the favorite is number 1, Whiskey Lou at 1-5, and he's been 2nd and 3rd his last 2 starts in this class. The 2 is Super Duper Cooper. He's been road tripping this summer. He's had starts in New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, and of course here in Pennsylvania. The rest are double-digit odds. We'll send it to Jim Baviglia for the call.
Right now it's Whiskey Lou Kovu, a strong move up at the outside for Anthony Napolitano. 3/4, 126-3, 28-4, third panel. So now Kovu is pushing Whiskey Lou, who's responding there. Super Duper Cooper's now 3 back on the inside. Further back then from there to Go Have Fun outside, Parola Hanover inside. Top of the stretch, Whiskey Lou trying to shake off the pressure of Kovu. Whiskey Lou has that lead at a long neck. Now the surge by Super Duper Cooper gaining quickly on the inside. Whiskey Lou trying to hold old Super Duper Cooper getting close. Whiskey Lou.
Whiskey Lou had him all hungover, got right to the front end and never looked back. The race favorite completed the mile in 1:54, was an expert rating by driver Ridge Warren. First quarter 28-3, second at the halftime 57-4, final quarter 27-2. Whiskey Lou's owned by the breeder Randy Will, trained by Todd Warren, and we had a chance to catch up with winning driver Ridge Warren. Mike Bozich here for PA Harness Week, and right now we are joined by Ridge Warren, a driver who has really made a lot of waves since driving here in the state of Pennsylvania. Ridge, welcome to the program.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Ridge, you just had a win this past week with a pretty nice horse by the name of Whiskey Lou. Took him all the way. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Whiskey Lou, she's a nice filly. She's, Dad got her out here. He's had her that was his third start with her, and some connections from Illinois allowed the horse to come to Dad, and I'm just glad that he's got the horse in his barn. And getting her to the front for her third start here, that was kind of the key. The first couple times she was here, getting her over the track, kind of getting her lined out how he thought she should be, and we took a shot on the front with her this week, and she was well within herself. Very good.
Yeah, it looks like she was very, very good at the top of the stretch. Did get a little bit of a challenge. Did you have a little bit more left in the tank, or was she up to the challenge towards the end and a little bit tired?
Just kind of still figuring her out. The times I've had her on a helmet, she's trotting hard through the wire. Last week she was by herself on the front and kind of kicked clear by a couple lengths at the top of the stretch, and I think there was more there. She's just kind of a horse that's willing to do what she's got to do.
Now, Ridge, maybe a little bit of a newer name to Pennsylvania harness fans. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the sport.
It'd be from my father. My dad got me in the business when I was young. Through my 20s, it was trying to figure out where you wanted to be in the business. Do you want to do it full time? It's something that you really got to commit to. So over the last couple of years, I decided let's go full in on it. Made the move towards the East Coast. The Meadows first. Johnny Zalestowski got me out there from the Illinois circuit. A lot of help from here, giving me the confidence to make the move. So when I'm out here, you just got to try to get yourself in the right positions and take advantage of opportunities.
And you've certainly done that. Ridge, we certainly appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ridge, and congratulations again on that big win. Okay, we're going to stay here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, but move over to the Sunday, August 3rd card and check out some PA Sire Stakes action. There were two divisions for our 2-year-old male pacers, and we're going to check out the first one going for a purse of almost $69,000. The bettor's choice is number 3, Melillo, who just missed by a nose after cutting the mile last time out, and the one Ain't Playing Nice has kicked off his early career with a win and a second.
Ain't Playing Nice leads it. Melillo trying to get to him on the outside. Ty Hanover hoping for another move from the pocket. A little bit further back to McHungry. Ty Hanover the trailer, but only 4 away. Top of the stretch. Ain't Playing Nice. Matt Kakeli trying to get more out of him. From the pocket, Ty Hanover coming up outside Melillo, but it's Ain't Playing Nice. He has answers tonight. Ain't Playing Nice.
Boy, Ain't Playing Nice wasn't playing nice with this field. He brushed strongly to the top and never looked back in what was a very, very good mile, time of 1:51.3. Ain't Playing Nice is owned by Milton Lehman, William Calvert, and Mark Kantrowitz, trained by Brian Brown, and was given one heck of a steer by driver Matt Kakeli.
All right, we are up to our first break of the show, but on the other side, we're going to check out that second division for our Keystone bred freshmen, and we're going to also head to Harris, Philadelphia for some excitement over that 5/8 mile track. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Battle ensuing up top. Dreamland Cappuccino. Bright Bet trying to turn him away.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Party on the Patio is back. Rock on with free concerts every Thursday all summer long. Learn more at MoheganPA.com.
In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name. That one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
I'm Mike Bozich.
And we are going to check out that second division of Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for 2-year-old male pacers right here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. Took place on the Sunday, August 3rd card with a purse of over $69,000. Watch out for the 2 Ron Burke trainees in here. We've got number 6, Frantic Hanover, and the 2, Al Poppy. Now, it's Frantic Hanover who's the favorite, and with good reason. In just his second lifetime start, he showed a blazing speed with a 150-4 win.
Frantic Hanover trying to stand up to the charge of Toast of the Town. They mosey to the 3/4, 125 even, 28-2. Third panel, it's Frantic Hanover by a long neck. Toast of the Town persistent. Super Champ Hanover a length back in the pocket. Further back, Al Poppy outside fourth. He's 4 away. Top of the stretch, Frantic Hanover now kicks that lead back to a length and a half. Toast of the Town still striving. Super Champ Hanover moving up far outside Al Poppy, but it's Frantic Hanover. Impressive up front.
Frantic Hanover stormed to the top, and that was all she wrote. Got a big rating the second quarter to get the job done. A blistering last quarter, 26-4, completed the mile in 151-4 for owners Burke Racing, Bradley Graham, Knox Services, Weaver Buscemi, trained by Ron Burke, and a name that we continue to hear more and more of out here in the East Coast, Ronnie Wren Jr., the winning driver.
All right, as we move into our next race, we're going to move south now to Harrah's, Philadelphia, and check out the feature race from the Friday, August 1st card. And we've got some ladies taking over the spotlight in here, going for a purse of $14,000. Number 2, Simply Perfect, is the bettor's choice. She's coming into this with 2 wins and a second in her most recent 3 efforts. And the 5 is Royally Hot, getting some respect at the windows as well, while she's still looking for her first victory of the season. We're going to send it over to my co-host, Mike Bozich, for the call.
Royally Hot's up to take the lead. Shangri-La Hanover back to second. Simply Perfect lost their cover. Moves up there. Feng Shui Prosperity with good cover. Inside, Sweet Molly shuffled back to 5th. Pink Lemire's underway 6th. Inside, Pasta Delight shuffled all the way back to 7th. And Sweet Caroline last 3/4 in 125. Royally Hot's got the lead. Simply Perfect ducked into that pocket spot. Feng Shui Prosperity's gaining ground. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. Royally Hot by 2 lengths now. Simply Perfect up the inside. Feng Shui Prosperity trying to sustain her bid, but it's Royally Hot. They come down to the finish. Royally Hot sizzling.
I'm a very big fan of this filly, Royally Hot. She made a very sharp move in that third quarter of that particular race and sustained her bid well, completing the mile in 153-4, as she is owned by the breeder, Tim Tetrick. How about that? But she was driven by Jack Pelling, of course, Tim Tetrick, with some stakes assignments that night at the Meadowlands. Of course, Royally Hot is also trained by Jim King Jr. Very nice win for this 3-year-old.
All right, let's check out our race of the week from Harrah's, Philadelphia. We're going to go to the Sunday, August 3rd card, and we've got a field of pacers who are 5 years old and under. Was a feature pace of the day, and they're vying for a purse of $12,000. Now, number 7, Knockout Round, is the big favorite and has been racing against some of the best 3-year-old male pacers in the country recently. Also, check out the 3, Bright Bet, who goes to post for one of our newest Hall of Famers, trainer Chris Ryder.
Battle ensuing up top. Dreamland Cappuccino. Bright Bet trying to turn him away. Towards the inside. Knockout Round. Waiting third. Luxury Virgin angles to the outside fourth. Top of the stretch. Dreamland Cappuccino. Bright Bet. They straighten away. Luxury Virgin fans out wide. Knockout Round with open road if he's good enough. Out go the plugs. Deep stretch. Bright Bet has the lead. Luxury Virgin. Knockout Round up the inside. Bright Bet. Knockout Round. Bright Bet got him.
This was a heads-up drive by George Napolitano Jr. Knockout Round, the big favorite of the race, had the lead just beyond the opening quarter, but Bright Bet moved to the outside, made that big brush on the favorite, and was able to sustain well to get the job done, using a back half of 55-2 to secure the victory. Bright Bet is owned by Let It Ride Stables and Byro Stables, Odds On Racing and Island Sun Stables, trained by Chris Ryder. Of course, we mentioned that heads-up drive by George Napolitano Jr.
All right, sometimes I need to catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those times. So we're going to take a quick hiatus, but on the other side, we will be checking out more harness racing excitement from Harris Philly. Plus, we'll put a face with a voice as we talk with Pocono track announcer Jim Baviglia. PA Harness Week is coming right back at you.
Tom Swifty working up on the outside to try to get past 1 after 9.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with Mike Bozich. And you know, the track announcer is one of the most important jobs at the racetrack. You know that, being the track announcer at Harris Philadelphia. You are literally telling a story of what's happening during a race. And since we're here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, we thought we'd pay a little visit to the guy behind the microphone, and that's track announcer Jim Baviglia.
All right, Mike Bozich here for PA Harness Week, and we are joined by a very special guest at this time, the fine track announcer here at Pocono, Jim Baviglia. Now, Jim, of course, Sun Stakes Saturday coming up on Saturday, August 16th. Do you still get the butterflies for the big race days?
Oh, absolutely, Mike. I mean, if you don't, then you probably should get out of this business. It's just so exciting because you know the whole harness racing world is kind of watching this day, and you have all the top trainers, all the top drivers, all the top owners, all the top horses in North America kind of congregating. And every race is a big one. Even like the prelims are fantastic races. So, I mean, it's what we look forward to every season. I mean, every day is so much fun calling the races. You know that. But you really focus in on those big stakes days. And this is our biggest.
You've seen a lot of big ones, Jim, throughout the course of your career. Tell me your favorite.
I always go with when Sebastian K won on Sun Stakes Saturday, and he did so in that ridiculous time of 1:49.1. You know, it was funny at the time because he wasn't in one of the big stakes races. He wasn't in the Beal. He was in one of the kind of the prelims on the card. He had put together a couple big miles, so we kind of knew that he was going to be special. But then he went out there, and I just kept watching the timer go off, and I'm like, this can't be right. These times that he's putting up, these fractions, they can't be right. And then when he finished and I saw the final time, I think I said something about my jaw hitting the floor right after it. So that was always a fun one for me because it kind of surprised me, and sometimes you get the best calls when that happens.
And Jim, one of my favorite questions that I ask pretty much everybody that I interview, how did you get involved in the sport of harness racing?
Oh, boy, it's kind of funny. Well, you know, it's really special that I work here at Pocono because my dad was a teller here on opening night in 1965. He got a job here. He was a school teacher. He got this second job to kind of help the family out. So when I got this job, first in the TV department and then eventually calling the races, it was so special to me. I mean, we were just down in the clubhouse area. That's right where his teller booth was. So kind of when I walked back there, you get those kind of tingling feelings. So yeah, that's how I got started, and I got involved in the TV department, kind of learned on the fly, and I've been here in some form or other at the track since 1997, and I've been calling the races for 17 years. So, you know, I just love this sport. I love the fact, and you could attest to this too, Mike, is that you never know. You know, you could be going along in a card and favorites are winning, and then like a couple weeks ago, we had an 89-1 winner. You know what I mean? That's what I love about this sport. It's just so unpredictable from race to race. Even on a normal racing day, something crazy is going to happen. So as a broadcaster, that's what you like because it gives you kind of a lot to feed off of.
Jim, we'll see you on the big day coming up on the 16th.
We'll see you too. I can't wait for it, Mike.
Thank you so much, Jim. And, you know, now we're going to go from the voice of Pocono to the voice of Harris Philadelphia as we check out more action from the Sunday, August 3rd card. We've got some condition pacers going to post, and they're going for a purse of $11,000. The even money favorite is the number 5, and that's Better Not Talk, who picked up a win in this class just 2 starts back. Also getting some respect at the windows is the 4, Joe Mickey Yosofan, who returns to Pennsylvania after racing at the Meadowlands the last last couple of weeks. I'm sorry, Mike, I couldn't help myself.
So it's Better Not Talk leading the way. Joe Mickey, you're so fine right there. Outside, stay grounded, trying to come on. Ignatius in a hunt for racing room. Grand Cayman out 3 wide. 3/4, 123. Top of the stretch. Better Not Talk leads the way. Joe Mickey, you're so fine. Can have every shot at him. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Better Not Talk by a length. Joe Mickey, you're so fine up the inside now. Ignatius in between rivals. Better Not Talk standing his ground. Joe Mickey, you're so fine. Ignatius free. It's Better Not Talk. Joe Mickey, you're so fine. Better Not Talk to win.
Better Not Talk got a slow start last week and had to work really hard to get to the front. Different story in this particular race. As Better Not Talk was able to get to the front and made virtually every call a winning one in the day's fastest mile, 1:50.4. Joe Mickey, you're so fine, finished second, while Ignatius, a long shot, finished a bang-up third. Better Not Talk is owned by Alan Wing, trained by Scott DiDomenico. Another great drive on the program by George Napolitano Jr.
Okay, put together a $1 million race with a 100-year history, and you have our OMG moment for the week. Now we're going to go to the Meadowlands Saturday, August 2nd for the Hambletonian. Yes, going for $1 million, and this is the 100th edition of the race. So to set it up, we're going to check out the 3 elimination winners. Number 2, Super Chapter. Number 3, Emoticon Legacy. And number 6, Nordic Catcher. Ken Workington has the call.
And it's go, Dog go in front. Nordic Catcher is relentless on the outside. Super Chapter needs racing room, had a perfect trip. 1:22.4 for 3/4 in the stretch of the Hambletonian. Nordic Catcher steamrolls first over, takes the lead. Super Chapter shakes loose late on the outside into second. Late trot from Maryland, but it's Nordic Catcher.
What an effort by Nordic Catcher to give Aki Swanstad his 3rd Hambletonian training and driving win. Just an awesome performance, overpowering Go Dog Go to get the job done in a time of 1:50. That was a stakes record. And here comes the OMG moment, Heather. Nordic Catcher's father is Sixpack. The mother, that woman Hanover, and she was a pacer.
That's amazing. They call them tracers now, just so you know. It's trivia time, so I'm going to send it over to my resident trivia expert, Mike Bozich.
And we've got a good one for you this week. Of course, driver Tim Tetrick, one of the leading drivers in the state of Pennsylvania, is the leading driver here this season at Harrah's Philadelphia, and he drove the winner of the 2012 Hambletonian. Name the horse.
Ooh, we're going to stick with that Hambo theme. I like it. Okay, now we are going to a break, but on the other side, Mike Bozich has the answer for you. Plus, we have got a blast from the past. We know it's a fan favorite for you, that segment, so don't you dare touch that remote. We're coming right back.
Mr. Herbie has taken the lead. Intimidate could not trot with it.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Party on the Patio is back. Rock on with free concerts every Thursday all summer long. Learn more at MoheganPA.com.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week with Heather and Mike, who has the answer to the trivia time question.
All right, Tim Tetrick drove the 2012 Hambletonian winner. What was the name of the horse? Of course, the great Market Share, who led the post parade for this year's Hambletonian Hambo 100. But how about Market Share? Was a $16,000 Lexington Select purchase. Talk about a great buy. And it was also the win for Linda Toscano, and it was the first female trainer to ever win the Hambletonian.
Okay, so we know the great trotter Market Share won the Hambletonian, but did you know that the very next year in 2013, he won the Breeders' Crown right here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania? If you don't know that, you do now, because we have a special Breeders' Crown blast from the past for you.
Market Share diving back to the inside to challenge Mr. Herbie. It's Mr. Herbie. Here comes Market Share charging hard up the rail. Mr. Herbie is game. Market Share on the inside. They're coming down to the finish. They hit the wire together.
Market Share was the gift that kept on giving well after that Hambletonian win, following that up the following year with a big win in the Breeders' Crown. Once again, for trainer Linda Toscano, Market Share going down simply as one of the best trotters that this sport has ever seen.
There's so much going on with it. Don't miss this, right? Don't miss Sun Stakes Saturday. It's happening August 16th. Post time is 2:30 right here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. $2 million, purses up for grabs, a huge day, and I will be here doing interviews in the winner's circle for PA Harness Week. Mike will be giving you exclusive behind the scenes footage on the PA Harness Week Facebook page, so you do not want to miss that. But for now, let me tell you about our regular live racing schedule here at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. We're going to start off with a Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday with a post time of 1 p.m., Sunday post time 6 p.m., and at Harrah's, Philadelphia, we've got Thursday and Friday with a post time of 12:25 p.m. The Sunday post time is 12:40 p.m.
And if you'd like to wager a couple dollars, you could do so easily online at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Just go to pabets.tvg.com. For Pocono, ibetmohegan.com, and as always, free past performances right at phha.org on the very top of the homepage.
We love when you guys get social with us, so come on, go to our Facebook page at Harness Week, which, by the way, I did mention, Sun Stakes Saturday. Mike will have exclusive footage on that Facebook page, and on Twitter/X, we're at PA Harness Week, and you will love our YouTube channel. Trust me, you will.
And of course, big contest on our social media platforms. Make sure that you DM us the answers, direct message, private message us the answers in order to be eligible to win. And if you do get the correct answer, this is your prize, a very sizable bag. It's a very, very big bag inside.
A very sizable bag. I love it. Yes, it is. I can't say enough good things about this bag. I use it all the time. Okay, again, the half hours go so quickly when you're having fun. For myself, Heather Vitale, Mike Bozich, and Bruce Casella behind the camera, we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us.